McManus MMA fam. We have made it. The time is now. Fight week is finally here. We have made it through this terrible 6 week drought of no UFC. We've been through hell at this point, guys. We've been through hell, but it is fight week. So you know what that means. It is time to make my final predictions for UFC 324. Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje for the interim lightweight belt. Oh my gosh, guys. Before we get started, I want to give a quick shout out to Fernando Mendoza for absolutely winning Indiana University and everybody here in Bloomington this incredible championship game. Thank you, Fernando Mendoza. Now, let's move on. Starting with the very first prelim, all the way to the main card. Every single fight, I'll be giving my breakdown and thoughts. More better breakdowns will be for these more experienced fights, and you'll have to bear with me. The next two fights after this, the UFC website is bugged as hell right now, so you'll see what I mean in a second here. But the first fight of the night, we have Ty Miller versus Adam Fogett. And guys, I don't know what to say. I think Ty Miller is going to win this one by decision. If we just take a look at the record, Ty Miller went through the Contender Series. He went through the Contender Series. He did not win by knockout or submission. He didn't get a finish. He won by decision, and his last couple fights have been that. He did have a KO win in LFA, but listen, this is his debut in the UFC, and Adam Fogett, he fucking sucks. Let's be real, he fucking sucks. Yes, he got slimed out by Michael Morales. Yes, that's okay. His last win was a split decision against what was that guy's name? Josh Quillian. That guy. I mean, he's winning against these guys who just stink. Loses to Mike Malott. Okay. Listen, man, I haven't seen anything to make me think that Fogett is any good. So why should I think that Fogett is going to do anything in this fight? So I think Ty Miller's going to win this one by decision. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins by a finish here. But again, it's his debut. He didn't look hot in the Contender Series. He had a competitive fight. And he took it to decision. But I'm looking forward to it, man. So Fogett, I'm going with Ty Miller. Moving on. Take a peek at what the website looks like right here. What do we got going on here? Look at this Five Nights at Freddy's ass photo we got here. Yeah, bro, we got like the half XXX Tentacion face for this one. But I'll tell you what we're looking at here. We are looking at Ricky Tucros, Ricky Tur, yeah, bro, Fogett, versus Cameron Smotherland. This is a kind of a tough call one for me, honestly. This is kind of a tough call for me, but not really. Ricky just hasn't looked that good, man. He just hasn't looked that good. And Cameron Smotherland, I know he's coming off of 2 losses, but he was kind of tuning up Ricky Simon in Ricky Simone in their last fight. He didn't do terrible in that fight. Yeah, he lost unanimous decision, but he was able to keep it going. So I think that I can see Cameron Smotherland possibly, dude. I don't know how I can see him. I'm going with Smotherland on this one, just so you guys know. I'm going with Smotherland. I know you can. That's this gentleman right here. We have some Five Nights at Freddy's photos, bro. But yeah, I'm going with Cameron Smotherland. I think I'm gonna go with the decision win as well. I'd like to see a finish, getting the night started, but I'm gonna go with decision. I'm going with Cameron Smotherland by decision. Moving on, bro. They have him on here twice. Get him on out here. Here we go. Real America time, bro. God bless America. God bless the UFC. God bless Josh Hockett. Denzel Freeman looked like shit in his last fight. Looked like total shit. I picked him to win in the Qatar fight night, and he won. He looked terrible. He's like a point fighter. He looked terrible. Josh Hockett right now has a 100% finish rate. Yes, every time you click on him, you just see that was a part of the NFL. That's awesome. He was a 49er. That's awesome. I love his personality. This character he's playing right now is hilarious. And I think he's going to slime Denzel Freeman out in the first round. I think Denzel Freeman gets knocked cold unconscious in the first round. Josh Hockett by KO, no questions asked. If anybody has any questions, take it up with Josh Hockett because I have no interest in taking it up with anybody else, man. Listen, the facts speak for themselves. Denzel Freeman looked terrible in his fight. I don't even know who he was fighting. Some schmuck. At the UFC Qatar. I picked him to win. He still won, but it was a kind of an embarrassing fight. He makes these weird noises when he strikes as well. I thought it was thought it was a joke at first. Please look that up if you can. He like moans like it's the strangest thing ever. It's such a strange noise. He's gonna make like three of those, and Josh Hockett's gonna blast his head off his shoulders. So that's what I'm going with. Easy lock parlay. Josh Hockett KO first round. Lock it. Excuse me. Edit that part out. Locked. Moving on. Michael Johnson versus Alexander Hernandez. This is a great matchup. I don't care what anybody says. I think this is a great matchup. Alexander Hernandez coming off of his win at UFC 319. Or no, that was I forgot he picked up again. He's coming off of the win at Noche against Diego Ferreira. Knocked his ass out. And he also knocked out Chase Hooper at 319, and I was in the building for that. I was rooting for Chase Hooper, the Gooner, but unfortunately he did not make it happen. But this is a hard fight to call because this is Michael Johnson we're talking about. Every time you think that Michael Johnson is going to win, he loses, and every time you think he's going to lose, he wins. Like, beats Daniel Zellhuber. I had Zellhuber winning that fight. Loses Diego Ferreira. I had him winning that fight. So this guy, he's so hit or miss, and I can't, with a good conscience, put Michael Johnson to win. So I think Alexander Hernandez is going to knock Michael Johnson out. He doesn't have the best. Michael Johnson doesn't have the best chin. Was knocked out by Diego Ferreira. Alexander Hernandez just knocked him out. So I'm going with Alexander Hernandez by KO. I think this is going to be an Alexander Hernandez KO. But then again, this is Michael Johnson, so watch me come back here Saturday night after the fights and say, hey, look what happened, Michael Johnson. He won the fight by KO. Or he just won the fight. But I'm going with Alexander Hernandez. I know he's had some sketchy fights here and there. But yeah, he's just got such momentum right now. And I really think he can get this one done. And then I hope they give him somebody in the top 15 after that. That would be great. Moving on. Speaking of somebody that flukes this is another one, man. This is another impossible fight to call. This is hard, bro. Alex Perez versus Charles Johnson. Charles Johnson is, in all sense of the word, he's like the prospect killer. Knocks out Joshua Van. Just knocked out Loner Kavanaugh, who I had winning that fight. Beats Sumerdaji. Loses like Timarov. What? And Alex Perez, I'm interested to see how this goes. Loses to Tyra. Loses to Jesus Almabayev. Who I thought he was winning a lot of that fight, and then just gets submitted in this crazy fight. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe he wasn't winning that fight. Loses to Makayev. That's not a bad loss. That dude's crazy good. Loses to Pantoja. Beats Nicolou, but dude, I don't know. This is such a hard fight to call. I might go Charles Johnson on this one, just because of this dude's momentum and this dude's fluke ability. Alex Perez could be winning this entire fight, in the last 1 second on the clock, Charles Johnson will sneeze and just knock him out. So I think just based on I don't know, fluke ability, and I don't know, just pure intuition, I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm going with Charles Johnson. I think Charles Johnson might knock out Alex Perez. I'm putting that out here right now. I think that's what's gonna happen. Moving on, we have made it to the early prelims over. We've made it to the prelims. Nikita Krylov versus Modestas Bukauskas. Come on, man. What are we doing? Nikita Krylov is not looking great. Gets knocked out by Dominic Reyes. Gets knocked out by Bogdan Guzgov. Beats Ryan Spann. That's not a good win. That guy sucks. But he's on this 2-fight losing streak. Modestas Bukauskas has looked better and better since getting slimed out by Petrino. Wins by split decision to Kutelaba. That's not great, but he just absolutely knocked Paul Craig. He beat Paul Craig last 1 second of the first round. Yeah, man. I think I'm going with Modestas Bukauskas on this one. I think Modestas Bukauskas is going to knock out Nikita Krylov. I think this is going to be a KO. I know I'm saying a lot of KOs, but this is UFC 324 we're talking about. This is the first card of the year. I'm putting the house on at least 5 KO TKOs on this card. 5. Put that on the bingo card. 5. Yeah, I don't think Nikita Krylov's looks great in his last two fights, obviously. And it's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. Um, Not really, dude. I don't know what I'm talking about. Not really, but um, it's been a minute since I've seen this dude look good, is what I'm trying to say. Modestas Bukauskas he's improved, I would say. I've seen him improve over the last year. So I'm hoping to see him continue this momentum and get this fight done. Get another knockout here would be crazy. I can see it happening. So that is my prediction for this fight. Moving on. Okay. Atiba Gautier versus Andre Puliev. I'm not going to predict who's going to win this fight. I'm going to predict if Andre Puliev makes it out of the first round. And I don't think he does. I think Atiba Gautier murders this guy in the first round. Yes, I know they've just been feeding him cans. They've just been feeding Atiba Gautier just straight cans, just highlight reels. And I'm not saying Andre Puliev is trash. I'm not trying to say that. But, like, come on, man. You're getting tuned up by Duncan. You're getting tuned up by all these guys in the first round. He's not like he starts slow, even though he's a slower starter. Atiba Gautier, this dude is crazy. He is the middleweight Ngannou. Not only does he look scary, but he is scary. He fought that bum at 320. Who was that guy? Vines. He beat that guy by conqueror's hockey. He used like magic powers and just slimed that dude out. That dude went for a takedown, and Atiba Gautier just moved him over, and the guy was dead. The guy died. He killed him. I can't believe it. So I don't even think Andre Puliev makes it out of the first round. I think Atiba Gautier gets it done in the first round. KO, slime, highlight reel. Again, everybody goes ballistic. That's why Andre Puliev is here. Let's be real. Moving on. Yeah. It's a shame that this is, excuse me, site. It's a shame this is on the prelims. I hope we can bow nickel our way through this and like try and convince them to take off the Natalia Silva Rose Namajunas and switch it out for this one, because let's be real here. This Umar Nurmagomedov is arguably one of if not the greatest bantamweight in the world besides Merab and Jan right now. And hold on. Well, I'll get to that guy in a minute here. But Umar Nurmagomedov is an absolute beast. He's a beast. Loses to Merab in one of the most competitive and greatest bantamweight fights I've seen in a really long time. Beats Mario Batista in UFC 321. He gets chinned there for a second, but he's fine. I feel like he always takes a heavy hit, but is always able to like, I don't want to say, he's arguably the greatest wrestler in this division right now. He's gonna just smudge Figueiredo. Unfortunately, Davison, I know, man, this dude was a champion. He beat Montel Jackson by split decision. Come on, bro. Gets knocked out by Sanhagen, loses to Jan. I think the last time he looked great was against Vera. Was Marlon Vera. And, man, that's sad because this dude's awesome. This dude was an absolutely incredible champion. And that the trilogy with him and Moreno was amazing. But now he's on the prelims fighting Umar Nurmagomedov. I don't understand why Umar is fighting him at this point. Umar's going to win, guys. He's just going to wrestle Smudge. He's going to out-wrestle Figgy this entire fight. I can't see him going for a submission just because Figgy's like anti-submission and his submission grappling is very high level. I know he's not at that age anymore, but I know he's known for having like crazy heavy hands, but I haven't seen that in a really long time, man. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a moment during this fight where he hits Umar with like a crazy shot and everybody goes crazy. We have like a Mario Batista moment where Umar gets wobbled. I feel like I've seen Umar get wobbled in the last 4 fights he's in, though. So, but Umar's going to wrestle Smudge his way through this, and he's going to win unanimous decision. 110%. Lock. Put that on the parlay. Lock. Umar Nurmagomedov by decision. Lock. Moving on. Arnold Allen. Yeah. We have Arnold Allen versus Netanyahu's greatest soldier, John Silva. Listen, man, I've lost a lot of steam on the John Silva train, man. I still think that this dude is arguably number 1 or number 2 of the greatest fighting nerds. I know the fighting nerds got like quote-unquote fraud checked this past year, but I don't know, dude. We had Carlos Prates go on this ridiculous run. He loses to Ian Gary, but the highlight of that fight is him almost knocking him out. John Silva is winning round 2 against Diego Lopez, but just gets too arrogant and overextends and just keeps doing these crazy ass strikes and these spinning elbows and then gets slimed out. Um, I don't think that we haven't seen Arnold Allen in a really long time. It's been a minute since we've seen him. I'm hoping. Listen, as somebody who I enjoy watching John Silva fight. He has a really interesting fighting style. I hope Arnold Allen could really mix this up and get this fight going and have it be a ballistic, crazy striking. Just, I want it to be war. But honestly, I don't think I can see that happening. I think John Silva is too creative and too bombastic and crazy with these strikes and with his just constant pressure. So I see John Silva winning this by TKO or KO inside the first 2 rounds. If not, then middle of third. I can't see this fight going to decision. I think both these dudes are too crazy, and these dudes are two opposite sides of the spectrum of autism at that point. Arnold Allen's, we've got the quiet, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, 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 okay, yeah. And John Silva's just absolute, I show speed autism, where he's barking, he's running around. Yeah, dude, he's making these corny ass cinematic videos on his Instagram. I don't know if you've seen those. People have been gassing those up, bro, these are actually fire. He's just making these crazy cinematic videos of him. He's I'm coming back. I'm coming back. It's time for me to win. And I think he is going to win. I think John Silva's going to get this one done. So, yeah, I have John Silva winning this by KO or TKO. Lock. Come on, man. Let's get this off of the fucking main card, bro. Natalia Silva versus Rose Namajunas. Rose, obviously one of the greatest highlights in a championship fight of all time. But Natalia Silva should be fighting for the belt right now. She is the greatest. She's an insane boxer for the flyweight division. Her hands are just crazy in this division. Rose hasn't looked good in a long time, man. She hasn't looked good in a long time. And I can't see her winning this fight, not one bit, unless she throws I don't know, Mauricio Rufy wheel kick to win by bullshit, dude. I don't know. What are the odds on this fight right now? I want to know, because I can't see her winning, man. I really can't see Rose winning this fight. Yeah, she just beat Maverick. Who? Loses to Aaron Blanchfield. Wins against Tracy Cortez. Not a great win. Yes, I know we all love Tracy Cortez, but yeah, not a great win. Natalia Silva is on a generational run right now. Just beat Alexa Grasso, who was supposed to be fighting Rose. Beats Jessica Andrade. All these people, she's just piecing up on the feet. Just absolutely piecing them up on the feet. I can see that happening again. I don't know if I think she'll win by a KO or TKO. I think it'll be closer to a unanimous decision. But then again, Rose is getting older, and she hasn't looked great in a long time. So if she does get slimed out here, hey, I don't tell you I didn't say I told you so. But I think this is an easy. I'm going with Natalia Silva. She's younger. She's hungrier. She should be fighting for the belt right now. Her hands are crazy, and just Rose just hasn't looked that good in a while. So Natalia Silva, lock. Moving on. God, this is the last thing I want to put money on, man. This is the last thing I want to put money on. For all these numbered events, I usually do a 10-cent parlay where I'd literally just do money line every single fight on the card, and it's just my predictions. And I don't even want to put this one on here because this is literally a blob or get blobbed fight. Yes, I know Waldo Cortez Acosta is on this crazy generational run right now, but I harbor so much hate for him and his fights. I harbor a lot of hate. And as Americans, we should all be rooting for Derek Lewis. We should all be rooting for Derek Lewis. I don't care if Derek Lewis is the greatest fluke artist of all time. There's going to be no wrestling in this fight, so he's got nothing to worry about there. But he just slimes out Nascimento. That guy's no longer in the UFC. Slimes out Talison Texera. Everybody thought Talison was going to win that fight. But Derek Lewis, all it takes is one bomb from this dude to just absolutely knock your block off. And I know that goes with Waldo as well. He just knocked out the future heavyweight champion of the world, Shamil Gaziev, and beats Ante Delija, which I had Delija winning that fight. And I thought Delija won that fight. And then they had to run it back because of an eye poke. And then he slimes Delija out, which was really unfortunate. But he did get hurt against the cage there. And I don't think, Derek's really going to go against the cage. I think Derek's just going to swing for all hell, but he's got to be careful because I have to give credit where credit is due. Waldo is a great, counter puncher. He kind of waits for these blobs to, move in, and then he just boom, throws a counter punch in there, and that's it. Both these guys just have crazy heavy hands. I'm interested to see Waldo's actual chin. If he can survive a Derek Lewis bomb to the chin, hey, I'll tip my fedora to you, my friend. Reddit Reddit gold for you. Reddit karma for you, my friend. Even though I still am a hater of Salsa Boy, I'm still a Waldo Cortez Acosta hater. With my heart of hearts, I want Derek Lewis to win this fight. But every single time I'm rooting against Salsa Boy, he's winning. So I'm not going to put it out in the air, but I'm hoping for a Derek Lewis victory here. I'm hoping for a Derek Lewis victory. I'm hoping he can go out there and just put a stop to the train that is Waldo Cortez Acosta with just an absolute bomb to his face. And he falls flat on the canvas. And they better, hey, T-Mobile Arena, this is your warning. Install seatbelts. Install seatbelts. If one of these dudes goes down, the whole arena is going down. These blobs, the whole arena is just collapsing. So better install some seatbelts, maybe like parachutes, like ejector seats or something, because one of these dudes goes down, it's over. It's over, guys. Wrap it up. But I'm hoping for a Derek Lewis victory here. We are all hoping for a Derek Lewis victory. The co-main event at this point. Unfortunately, Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes was canceled, but hey, that's all right. I'm not going to complain. Excuse me, edit that out. Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong. Why does Sean look like that in this photo? Hey, I've done a lot of analyzing, some tape on these guys, man. And I think this is going to be a very cut and dry. I don't think O'Malley's going to win by KO. Yes, I know he slimed out Aljo, but that was in 2023. Listen, I know he's on a 2-fight losing streak, but that's Marab. That's Marab. Song Yadong's last win was Henry Cejudo. So, listen, I think that if Cejudo, in the Cejudo fight, Song Yadong was getting jabbed up. Cejudo was establishing a jab early on. What do you think O'Malley, this lengthy sniper, look at the reach difference. O'Malley's going to establish a jab early, and he's just going to snipe the hell out of Song Yadong the entire fight. And I think this is an excellent fight. I think this isn't like a Mickey Mouse fight where we give Sean O'Malley Cheeto Vera again, or we give him, another title shot. This is a interesting fight. Like, obviously, my most anticipated fight for Sean O'Malley would be him versus Corey Sandhagen, but I still think this is a great fight. I'm glad this isn't at the White House. I'm glad this is now, because I need to see this. I'm going with Sean O'Malley by decision. I think Sean O'Malley is going to establish a jab really early on, and he's just going to snipe and pick apart Song Yadong. Song Yadong, I don't know if he'll want to get in the pocket. He's got to be careful because we all know O'Malley's got that knee that's just going to fly up there. So this is going to be a really interesting fight. I think O'Malley's just going to have the reach advantage and the leg reach advantage. He's going to throw a bunch of kicks in there. He's going to just establish the jab really early on, and he's going to make sure that he can stay at range. I mean, I would be surprised if he goes in close, but hey, I'm hoping for a scrap. I'm hoping that it's not just a one-sided pitter-patter fight. I hope that they make it competitive. I hope Song Yadong, goes out there and fights like he's fighting Sean O'Malley. So, but I'm going with Sean O'Malley by decision. I think he's gonna win by points. I can't really see either of these guys winning by finish. But hey, tickle me pink if it happens. Tickle me pink if it happens. Main event time. Justin Rufus Gagey versus Paddy Pimblett for the interim title belt. Yes, we all agree it should be Arman Sarukian, but he's too busy fighting Matan Evan and the MMA guru. So, listen, I've been smelling the same thing that everybody else has been smelling in the air, and that's a Rufus upset. I smell that in the air. I think there's a lot that's been going on that I've been seeing recently. Like, I know everybody was saying he has staph. I don't think it really was staph. We'll see. We'll see on Saturday. But I think that Rufus has a better shot than we really give him credit for. And I think that people have been underestimating. Why is it that everybody hates on Paddy? Michael Chandler's going to win, bro. Michael Chandler's going to win. Dude, King Green's going to kick his ass, dude. King Green's going to whoop him, dude. Paddy Pimblett sucks. But all of a sudden, now that he's fighting Gagey, dude, Paddy Pimblett's the greatest fighter in the fucking world, bro. He's going to beat Ilya. Paddy Pimblett's the GOAT. He's the GOAT, dude. Paddy Pimblett's... Justin Gagey's a bum, dude. Justin Gagey's a bum. Paddy Pimblett's... He's the GOAT. He's going to absolutely destroy him. He beats everybody in the lightweight division, bro. He beats everybody. He beats Arman. He beats Oliveira. He beats Holloway. He beats Ilya, bro. He beats everybody. Paddy Pimblett by whatever he wants, bro. I don't think it's going to be that cut and dry. I think Justin's going to go out there and really show us. I think Paddy's going to put on a performance, and it's going to be a show-stopping performance. And I think that Justin's going to make this a competitive fight. There's a couple things about Justin that we just need to put into account. That Paddy, I know Scousers don't get knocked out. I know this dude has a crazy chin. But Justin has this crazy-ass high guard that he just walks straight at you with this high guard, Second you swing, he goes right, and then he hooks the left, and it comes in, and it comes in hot. It comes in hot. He's going to establish those leg kicks as he always does. Justin's got those crazy hard leg kicks. He's soccer kicking you in the shin. I'm saying this left hand is going to land at least once on Paddy's chin, and he's going to earn Paddy's respect on that chin. I don't think just Rufus is going to knock him out. If Rufus is going to win, it's going to be by decision. If Justin wins, it's by decision. I think they make it a 5-round war and he wins by like split decision. If Paddy Pimblett wins, it's going to be by submission, or he's going to go out there and really show us something, and he's going to say, I deserve to be top 5. This isn't a Mickey Mouse title. I deserve to be here. I should be fighting Ilya next, and I'm going to get jugged and slimed out by Ilya in the first round. But I do think Paddy Pimblett is going to win this fight. I think if Paddy Pimblett can take him down, which I think he can. I know that he's not like known for his wrestling, but his submissions on the ground are hot, man. He's dangerous on the ground. He's no Charles Oliveira, he's no he's no Khabib, but Justin Gaethje, his takedown defense, I think, is a myth. I think it's a myth. In this last fight, Rafael Fiziev took him down twice in the first round, and that dude's not even a wrestler. So I think that Paddy Pimblett, if and when he gets him to the ground, I think the fight ends. The fight, or not ends, but changes into Paddy's world. But standing, I think Paddy's going to want to stand for a little bit just to show us, I've improved, I've gotten so much better. He hasn't fought since Michael Chandler. He's probably improved dramatically, and I think he's going to try and show us that. I think he's going to try and show us how much he's improved, and he's going to try and stand and bang with Justin for a little bit, which I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm very excited for this fight. Say what you will about, the matchmaking or whatever, but I'm excited for this fight, as we all should be. This is... our mouths are so dry, we haven't drank from the UFC fountain in 6 weeks. We've got incredible next couple weeks, but we've got this to look forward to on Saturday. So I think Paddy Pimblett is going to win by submission or TKO. And if Justin wins this fight, yes, I'm fence sitting. If Justin wins this fight, it's going to be by decision. Win by. Let's see this. Wow. Okay. Yes. Yes. Whatever. Yeah, man, these are my predictions for UFC 324. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video, all 3 of you. Thanks for the love on the last video. I know it's been a week, but hey, I've been busy. Being here in Bloomington and being an IU fan has been amazing. Let's shout out Fernando Mendoza again. God bless Fernando Mendoza. God bless America. And God bless the UFC. Thank God we are back. We've made it. You'll be seeing some more consistent uploads once I get through this drought of, MLK weekend on a college campus. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for making it an end of the video. Please feel free to watch any of my other videos if you really want to. If not, then that's cool. I'll see you in a recap video, or maybe before then if I really feel like it. Peace.